Welcome to a new episode of Otaku Hour. Glad to be back. I'm your host this week, Anthony. I'm here along with my fellow co-host, Delph.
How's it going, everybody?
Bryce.
What's up?
And today, we also have another guest here on our panel of co-hosts. His name is Justin Stroman from the Organization Antisocial Geniuses blog.
Hello, guys.
Organization Antisocial Geniuses is an anime blog, which Justin is the founder of. So, how about a little bit more about that?
Well, the blog started in 2010, like about the end of my junior year of college, and then I started it with a friend. And at that time, we decided how to come up with what to do, the name and stuff like that. We ran with it for a bit. Then my friend got busy, and then I had to work on it myself. That's when I said, okay, I probably gotta expand it a little bit. So I asked some writers, some people I knew in the blogosphere, if they wanted to write for me. And then from there, it took up a little bit more. And then I'm still keep on blogging since.
Have you enjoyed the blogging experience so far?
Yes, it's had some ups and downs, but overall, it's been pretty fun.
Going strong?
I would think so.
Yeah, so actually, that's a curious name that you have there, Antisocial Geniuses. Why such a unique name? I'm just actually curious. I'm sure our listeners would want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Why? The other friend, we had to figure out the name. She decided that it might be cool to try to think of base the name off of a antisocial character in anime. It's like we was running off names like L. We was running off a name. She came with a name from Yakumo, from Psychic Detective Yakumo, and then all of a sudden Antisocial Geniuses came up, and so we then had the organization, and then that's how Antisocial Geniuses.
So it's not that you actually think you're better than everyone. You're like an elitist antisocial.
No.
Okay.
Wait. Is being antisocial a prerequisite to writing for you?
No.
Yeah, do you actually screen all your new writers?
No,
are you antisocial? No? Okay.
No. There has to be like a task. It's like, okay, so if you want to write for me, meet me at this party. They go to the party. nope, you're out. Like, yeah,
okay, this is a group of people. Alright, what do? Do you approach them, or do you go to your room and shut yourself in?
Approach them?
You failed my answer. Get out.
Yeah, I have to reject some people. No.
Okay, but that's good to know. So basically, it's a not an antisocial blog, but a blog of all these talented writers, and you guys are very serious about anime.
Yes, and more stuff too. We also do more than just anime. Talk about manga, sometimes video games.
Yeah, to be honest, because I know your favorite anime, or one of them, is The World God Only Knows. So I actually thought it was based off the main character, since he's kind of like a genius.
Oh no, I noticed him after a couple months after the blog started. Like as soon as I watched it, I was like, oh, he fits the mold.
And you were like, perfect. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Glad to have you on here, Stroman, for the podcast. So calling him Stroman because I want him to get confused with our other Justin that we have. So
we have another one?
Do we? We'll find out. But I'll interchange between, so don't get confused. But yeah, so how's everyone's week going so far? How's everything? What have you guys been up to?
Pretty normal. Work. Work at a restaurant, man. It's taxing. It's alright. It's okay. It's so boring.
I'm at a new place for my work, and I'm working more days now. It's 5 days a week now instead of 3 that I'm still teaching.
Completely unpaid.
Oh my god. Unpaid and just completely wiped at the end of the day. But you know what? It's a rewarding experience. I was wearing my Attack on Titan hoodie, and a lot of the kids noticed, and I don't know, they felt a little bit more at ease, knowing that I was one of them.
Did they know where it was from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we be a little bit concerned that kids are learning about Attack on Titan?
Look, they're high schoolers. They're old enough to watch it.
So
it's fine.
Okay, those kids.
That's the spirit.
Okay,
if it were the middle schoolers, I'd be more concerned.
See, okay, that's good that you're actually finding it as a rewarding experience. So that, pays off at the end of the day.
I mean, they knew about the anime, they knew about the manga.
They knew about the anime, unfortunately.
Oh, so uncouth, uncultured. Filth. No.
We're kids, we don't read.
It's like that one anime I was watching recently. I think this past season, Outbreak Company, and then one of the best quotes is when the kid was remembering his past, and his teacher told him how manga can actually be educational.
Yeah,
you learn everything from manga.
And you know what? I think I could, be that teacher and ruin that kid's life and make them send them off to this la la land where he becomes the anime messiah.
And then they come to you a few years later like, you ruined my life. No, I didn't. I didn't make you. You had a choice. I presented it to you.
Well, okay, since I noticed people like to talk about work, I'll talk about something kind of fun. Saturday, I went to a comic book festival with my mom, which...
that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound like fun at all.
I know, it doesn't sound
You want to take that
fun.
back? Do you want to redo?
No, in all seriousness, no, my mom found about this online from a friend actually, and then I said, okay, maybe I'll find some interesting artists there, so I decided to go, and it was actually not too bad. There was this one panel that started up about comic books and like diversity and stuff like that, and how some comics, they just don't have it. Like, they always want to stick with the status quo sometimes. And then there was this one instance where somebody had sent in had sent in a submission, applied, got rejected, and then one was a handwritten note, which basically implied that they didn't trust the character that was being used in the story, because it was a black character.
How's that supposed to be?
Exactly. That's exactly what
we haven't raised the representation in the room.
That was exactly it. So basically, that was.
Whoa, pause. Fuck is that supposed to mean? The shit? What?
No, really. That was.
You find this person. You give me the name and address. That's weird.
But that was one of the situations. But it was a pretty good speech, because there was a lot of interesting artists that talked about that. So it was very cool.
Yeah, I think you need to hang out with more 3D people, real life, like us. No, but definitely, that's cool.
Less racist people, too.
Less racist, definitely.
But you know what? Props on being a family man right there.
Yeah. So, really quick, before we head into our next section, I want to play a little game. More of a little icebreaker, because our friend Justin's here. Just to see how our brand of comedy is on here.
Uh-oh.
So, this basically is icebreaker. It has an actual name, right? This game? What is it?
It's Shiratori. I never actually
Something like
looked it
that.
up.
Well, the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna name an anime, I'm gonna start off, and then we're gonna take turns. So I name the anime, the last letter of that anime, the next person has to name a new anime, any anime pretty much, starting with that letter. Was that confusing or convoluted?
No, see, Bryce,
I'm getting ready.
Oh, okay. Bryce has got his spirit fingers going on.
Like, you guys don't know, but Bryce spent the last 5 minutes before we started recording
It's not gonna help.
cramming.
I think everything just disappeared.
Here are the rules, okay? You have 10 seconds to answer. There are no lifelines. 10 seconds go up, you're out, and you also can't look at your phone or look anything up. If you can do that in 10 seconds, I'd be amazed, but no, you can't do that. And any other rules? That's pretty much it, right?
That's pretty much it. So the first person out has to, fall into the Sarlacc pit that I have in my house.
Are we playing until everyone's out, or just the first person's out?
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. So let me start off with an anime. Just for, Justin. He's right next to me, so he'll be going next. Let's see. Attack on Titan.
Nobunaga.
Naruto.
Oh my goddess.
Scribe.
Daiguard.
That's in a D, right?
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
ZX, card buddy thing.
That's a count. You're close, You're close, though.
ZX Ignition?
Yes.
Yes.
Nobunaga the Fool.
Lull in the Sea.
Also known as.
Nagi no Asakura.
But that's the English name.
Oh,
so,
I know no Exorcist.
Fuck. Tonari no Kaibutsugun.
And again, really? no Dame Cantabile.
Ooh, nice.
Ends with an E.
E.
Come on, Justin.
Go down, you fuck.
Wow. The competitive embers are showing.
Evangelion.
Oh! Invoking the holy.
Nagi no Asakura.
Wait, that was named. Are we gonna let that?
No, it wasn't.
He's the English
I
name.
said the English name.
Oh, you fucker! Oh, you bastard! Hold on. You give that to him?
I'll give it to him.
All right.
Because I have that here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, Raxaphon. N.
The N. No N.
No N.
No! I just saw one too. No.
Damn it, N.
Fucker. Oh, man. Shit.
6. 5.
Don't do a fucking countdown. Fuck, what? It was in my head. I just...
Norigami.
Say
I. Initial D.
Initial D. Dragon Ball. Oh, we can't do Dragon Ball? Wait.
4.
Oh, Danganronpa.
3.
Oh, wow. Air.
Ooh.
You shit.
R.
Rain.
And fuckers.
We're really abusing the N, aren't we?
Naruto.
Where is
I
Naruto?
said that.
Okay, wait, is it Naruto? Nabari no O.
Abarino. Oh, wait, is that in
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Yeah, bitch.
Utawararumono.
Ooh!
That ends with a O, right?
Oh.
Outlanders.
That's an S, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck. No.
Samurai Deeper Kill.
Oh, son.
Oh, fuck. The fuck starts with an O?
5, 4. That was your ones. 3, 2, 1.
God damn.
Game
And out KO. Okay.
The guest
since
survives.
3 of us kind of taking a while. Should we start lightning round?
End it there.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
That was fun. That was fun.
We could do 5 seconds if you're up to the challenge. You only have 5 seconds to answer.
That'd be fun.
Or we quit.
I don't know if Bryce will survive though.
I probably won't.
Bryce accepts it.
I'm not gonna deny it.
One Piece!
Okay, so from that, I think we have to move on to our news. So basically, first up on the news is that Miyazaki's The Wind Rises has recently been nominated for an Oscar. You heard that right, an American Oscar. What do you guys think?
Don't lose to Frozen.
Gotta lose to Frozen.
Okay, and we have a general consensus that's going to lose to Frozen.
Yeah.
That's it, Miyazaki, that's all you get. Next, 3DS. For the 3DS, the JRPG Bravely Default from Square Enix is coming stateside on February 7th. I've heard it's one of their best RPGs in a long time. What do you guys think?
Never heard of it.
I've heard a little bit of it.
See, I never heard of it until last night, but there's some very interesting things about it. But I don't think it's gonna hit it big because no one's heard of it.
True. I might pick it up though, because
based on people I follow, it might do fairly well here.
Oh, the blogger.
Well, I'm just saying on Twitter.
I might pick it up because I heard it's really good and I heard the gameplay mechanics are really fun, so I might give it a shot. I always need a new 3DS game.
Review for the site?
No.
Oh,
Just
lazy?
my enjoyment. We'll see. I'll probably mention it later. Another game that's also hitting stateside North America in the spring, and I don't know how this made it to the States, is Conception 2. Yes, you heard that right. Conception 2. What do you think that means?
It's exactly
Exactly what it means.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what the weird thing is because, other countries aren't so, big on or strict about sex as America is, and yet they're letting a game.
Well, before you get ahead there, if you're a listener and you don't know what Conception 2 is, it's basically a game where the way to win is to mate with all these 7 maidens, and then to produce star children. And the more star children you'll produce, the more likely you'll build a better army and win the game.
What the fuck, Japan?
So yeah, you have to breed. And it's not like Pokemon.
No.
Welcome to the Ditto Chamber.
It's going to get very graphic in here.
But apparently it's not graphic, but it is rated M for mature, but I just don't know why this is hitting the States. And it has nothing to do with part 1, so it's its own game, but it's the same mechanics.
Why wouldn't they even
Wait, so what?
find another name?
So what they decided to carry on was the whole breeding system.
Pretty much. You must mate to obtain the throne.
You just imagine your character like, okay.
So basically it plays out like a dating sim. You have to build your affection levels with the maidens in order
Right.
to get in their
Your
families.
quote-unquote affection levels.
So it's not like Pokemon, even though you have to build affection levels.
Well, the hotter they get for you, the better your children would be. With stats and everything.
Phrasing?
No, legit.
This game will not promote good relationships
I
in
agree.
in America.
Oh, and basically you have to court all of them at the same time.
No.
Polygamy, anyone? Polygamy? Or giant clusterfuck so that raging women are chasing you down the streets. But yeah, so definitely that's a little, I don't know, is anyone picking that up?
How did that make it here?
I don't know, it's like a game that I can't see anyone here playing.
It's so weird because, like I said
very,
before,
very niche.
America's really strict on that type of stuff.
It's so niche. Like when I first heard it, I'm like, really? This is a game?
Like you're gonna just have all the.
It was like one of those, what the fuck, Japan?
You're gonna have all the overweight kids who live in their basement
Whoa.
who play a lot of video games.
Whoa.
Look, if I do the touchscreen like this, I can get all these women. Like, that actually is kind of creepy.
You're gonna get the game, aren't you?
Or it's gonna
You're saying, well,
Hell
you're
no.
gonna get
No, I'm just saying that there might be some not so overweight people that might actually get this game.
You're gonna get
So you're gonna get a game.
You're gonna get the game.
You're gonna get
You're
the
making it sound like you're gonna get the game.
Nah.
Hey, I might get the game, just to see how batshit insane it is. I'm like, guys, I conquered the 7 women!
So Anthony actually really wanted to get
Wait,
the
wait,
game.
waiting for someone else to agree that they're
time
gonna get the game.
So, I don't know. I can't believe this game is coming stateside. It's gonna be like bros are gonna be playing their Call of Duty and then some other bros just gonna come in. The slightly weird, eccentric one comes in. Hey bros, you guys wanna play, Conception 2, man? It just came out. Is it a shooter? In a way. It depends how you aim.
You need to be pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you gotta hit it like at the same time.
Sounds like fun. What the hell is this?
What is this shit, bro? Bro. Anyways, I think we should move on. But yeah, Conception 2 is hitting North America in the spring. Keep your eyes peeled for it if you want, or I don't know. Just, yeah, it's gonna be coming soon. So, moving on from that, another piece of news is that Yoshiyuki Kill 'Em All Garzy's Wing Tomino, the man himself, has returned to this podcast with new news about him announcing a partnership with Hollywood effects company. I forgot their name. It's just the fact that Yoshiyuki and Garzy's Wing Tomino is on here.
Okay, I really love the fact that this guy who created Gundam, one of the most beloved mech series, his reputation has been ruined by his involvement in Garzy's Wing, in our eyes, at least.
Because I was always okay with Gundam, but then I was introduced to Garzy's Wing, and I'm like, this man that created this, how could you create this?
I mean, Justin, I know we showed you Garzy's Wing before we
showed
started
everyone.
The It's kind of like a hazing ritual in our little group of friends.
But Justin, took the burden of 10 minutes.
Yes.
I know, new record.
Yes, a new record.
How was it, Justin?
It was just sad. It was just so
You see,
sad.
his answers are so weird.
And you know why it's sad? It's because of the horse. There's this scene where the horse shows up, goes up the stairs.
No. And I think we should let our listeners imagine what happens to the horse.
Okay, fine. You can just imagine what happens to the horse. We'll go with that. Fine.
No, seriously. He's still on about the horse. I don't even remember the scene because I repressed most of Garzy's Wing the first time I watched it.
That's a good
And I watched 30 minutes. Me and Dolphin were like, alright, where's the knife? Let me gouge my eyes out. Please. No, but we can still hear. God damn it! It was just bad. And
your hearing would get, more heightened because you've lost your eyesight.
I actually, no, that's not I would not want to be Daredevil in that case. Oh, that really sucks if I was Daredevil. But yeah, but I think I remember that scene he's talking about, like the horse goes up the stairs and then he instantly collapses and dies. Which is horrible.
Worst enemy.
No, but everything was just bad.
Yeah, he's already known worldwide as Yoshiyuki Kill 'Em All Tomino. Now he'll be known as Yoshiyuki.
Well, amongst us, to me in my eyes, he will always be Yoshiyuki Kill 'Em All in Garzy's Wing Tomino. So he's announced a partnership with Hollywood effects company. I forgot their name, but it's basically, over here in Hollywood, so it might be maybe a possible Gundam movie. Finally, live action.
Maybe a Garzy's Wing movie.
Garzy's Wing, the movie. Killing audiences for 1 minute at a time. Seriously, when you watch that anime, it feels like an eternity.
Because they did good with the Pacific Rim. With Pacific Rim.
The Specific Rim.
The Specific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Oh yes, I watched that movie recently called Specific Rim.
Specific Rim.
It was very, very detailed.
Yes. Drama filled.
So yeah, I think Garzy's Wing Tomino, that's all I have to say about him. Anyone else?
No.
That's pretty much
it. You said it all.
Okay, and our probably last piece of news, and only pretty much serious news, is that KyoAni, the animation studio that animated, Beyond the Boundary, or as in Japanese, Kyokai no Kanata, they also did Haruhi Suzumiya, and what else did they do, Justin?
Air, Cannon 2006. Clannad, yep.
Not After Story.
Those stuff.
So basically, they're widely known, and they're recently...
Oh, right, and Full Metal Panic.
Well, technically, they did the second series and the third series, which are actually the best ones.
The only good
first
ones.
Season. Yeah. They did Fumofu, which is hilarious, and then the second raid, which was awesome. So, recently, they're producing an anime adaptation of Amagi Brilliant Park light novel that was recently announced. So they're adapting it from the light novel, which happens to be from the same author of Full Metal Panic. So, what do you guys think? I think that's creating a lot of buzz recently.
Well, yeah, it's Kyoto Animation that's gonna do a work that's from an author of a beloved anime series, which that's usually a good thing, right?
But I think the really interesting part here is we didn't really know what the anime was gonna be about, or the light novel was about. We just knew that it was KyoAni and the writer of the Full Metal Panic series.
Yes.
And that was enough for us to actually include it in news.
Do you think a lot of fans are going to be expecting another Full Metal Panic?
I think the buzz is that it's from Kyoto Animation.
Yeah. And I read about it. It doesn't sound, it's basically, this guy he meets a girl who forces him to help her manage a theme park.
Yeah. And that's it.
And that's
so
it.
From the synopsis, I'm not really excited, but then I guess most people think that whatever Kyoto Animation turns into gold. But I've kind of learned to doubt that because Yoshiyuki Tomino touched Garzy's Wing and it wasn't gold.
Oh no. Definitely wasn't gold. More like coal.
He woke up, I had a dream. I had a dream about this anime. Yoshiyuki, just don't make it into an anime. Just don't. No.
Wait,
I have to do this.
Yoshiyuki, is it a mech? No. Stop.
I had this vision
Stop right there.
God told you only ever create brilliant mech animation. No, I feel it. I feel that Garzy's wing. What the fuck is Garzy's wing?
I need to branch out. This is my time to go into other genres.
Guys, can we please, I don't want to get traumatized. Can we please stop talking about
Garzy's wing.
Justin's traumatic event was just too recent. He hasn't recovered fully yet. We expect a blog post.
But no,
in full.
But just in general. But back to the original subject at hand. KyoAni, the last couple of series actually, based on some word, hasn't been actually as good as, some have said.
Would you say he's going down the Garzy's wing path?
Which ones? Because the most recent one was Beyond Boundaries.
Yeah, some people didn't really care for it that much.
Really?
Free kind of. Well, for me, it kind of died out at the end, and for some people, it was like okay. They did Chutukoi, the Chumbyo anime adaptation. Mm-hmm. That was kind of mixed. So it depends. I still think they're a big brand, and I still think we should know about them and stuff like that. But it's a little bit worrisome, and then more worrisome is the fact that it's the anime they're adapting. It's the light novel they're adapting. Is it any good?
And that's the thing. No one I've heard of seems to know.
Yeah. So Justin Stroman with a realistic perspective here. You like what he says? Go on Organization Antisocial Geniuses.
Fucking bloggers.
No, but definitely, that's actually a good point because a lot of people like to rave about all these companies, but then you have to actually look at what they've done so far and like, yeah, they might be great, the animation might be great, but what are they actually adapting?
And then just like a cautionary tale, most people who wanted to watch Golden Time was hyped about it because the author of the light novel did Toradora.
Why are we talking about Golden Time? It is not Golden Time whenever I watch it.
Uh-oh.
No, because I did watch Toradora, so I was expecting more out of it. And I'm watching it, I'm like, why is this not Toradora? Why is this not Toradora?
Oh, it's the effect of Garzy's wing. It's spreading.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No, it's not that bad.
You say Garzy's wingspan is enveloping.
Okay.
Okay.
But definitely, on stuff like that, on Golden Time, I guess people it's all hype and anticipation, and you can't always let that, affect your judgment of an anime, because sometimes it might be really crappy. But we're gonna have more on hype later. Right now, we're gonna take a quick break right here, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Do you enjoy the finer things in life, like anime, manga, and video games? Do you have the smarts to beat Lelouch in a game of chess? Where you might be a tad too antisocial? Don't fret, because we have just the place for you. Organization Antisocial Geniuses is a Japanese pop culture blog. They feature and review all the latest anime, manga, video games, and all things awesome from the land of the rising sun. You can check them out at organizationasg.kokidokum.net, or you can follow them on Twitter at Organization ASG.
And we're back! Hope you guys didn't miss us too much. If you did, that's a good thing. But, so, guys, glad to be back.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe! Excuse you!
So we're back here, and we're going to talk about, before we get into this winter season, this very interesting winter season of anime that's come up, I'm going to talk about the fall anime leftovers that were just left over from last season and are now still airing this season. Starting off with Kill La Kill. I know I've been keeping up with it. Have you guys been keeping up with Kill La Kill?
Of course.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the last 2 episodes, since it's been 2 episodes since it started?
It was
amazing.
Good. Mad drama, like off the bat.
Yeah, I didn't expect what happened to happen the way it happened.
Yeah, from the first...
Okay, before we go any further, I just want to say, spoiler alert.
Okay, so I can talk.
We are going to spoil the shit out of this, because I watched this and I want to be able to discuss this.
Right.
As, we do have respect for you as a listener. If you want to skip ahead, feel free
respect.
and you don't listen to the spoilers. And we can just recommend Kill La Kill to you. You should check it out. But right now, we're going to spoil. So what do you guys think?
Okay, so I didn't expect that the point we come back for her to lose Senketsu already.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Especially after the 2-week break, I'm like, I wonder what's gonna go on, because she was just a raging monster of death, and then
she took blood boiling to the next level.
Yeah, like seriously, and then she comes back. It was basically not much happened in the episode until the end.
where she gets completely
She had to reflect, and she had to be like all somber and say, "Oh, Senketsu, I don't know if I want to wear you anymore."
And you know what? She didn't get to wear Senketsu for a little while.
Much longer now.
He's like, I don't want you to wear me. Peace. Nah, he still wanted her to wear him.
And then the girl with the eye patch showed up.
Oh, God.
Oh God. You know the eye patch is just her name?
Yeah.
The character for her name.
Oh.
So, badass.
Well, Kill la Kill is one of, like, it loves block letters. Giant block letters that are actually there, apparently.
It slightly reminds me of, well, not slightly, it kind of reminds me a lot of Quentin Tarantino and his movies.
Yeah,
he uses a lot of block letters and
shitloads of blood.
But they have a lot of American references. Did you guys ever catch one of the episodes they have Pulp Fiction characters?
Yeah.
I
even know about when I watched it too. I saw the image pop up.
Yeah, I saw the image. Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta there with
yeah.
So I think they definitely have a lot of Western influences in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's been really good. And there's been a lot of arguments about it, like, you know, that it's being a satire of, you know, all anime as well as fan service, but it's not really, its point isn't getting across because it just seems like any other anime.
Yeah, I think the story behind it is good enough that, you know, I really pay attention to any of the fan service in it.
Yeah.
Because it's really only when Ryuko transforms or Satsuki transforms.
And technically there's fan service for women there too. The guys, you know, glowing purple nipples.
I know.
Oh no, and the last episode was just like,
a whole bunch of,
He called his Batmobile. I didn't expect him to just be a car.
I'm done being a professor, and then everything off.
He just started undressing. He's like, nudist, bitch!
I'm kind of waiting for him to, like, actually do something. Like, I don't know if he actually has any powers, or he's just stripping.
I think he's a secret badass, and I'm waiting for it to happen.
I know, and I'm still kind of waiting the show to skyrocket to Gurren Lagann levels, just because it's not that it's not there, but Gurren Lagann just took it to the Gurren Lagann level.
Dude, absurdity.
Yes.
The absurdity of it all.
Once you can throw galaxies, entire galaxies like a shuriken, that's how you know.
And that wasn't even the movie. Oh my god.
Whew. And I thought
Lagann.
the last episode was kind of pretty badass, because I was like, oh, Ryuko's gonna go on the bike, and then she has to go around and trying to get her piece back. It's gonna take forever. No,
Play the theme music and it's just like, oh shit!
Yeah, but how she, you know, collected all of them, all the scenes were actually kind of funny, they were entertaining. And I thought actually, you know, Sanagayama he didn't need his suit, he was just gonna wreck everything, but kinda didn't, but I was looking forward to it.
Did anyone else figure that he was going to be the one who had the hardest time cleaning up his area? I figured it.
I did.
Like, what? Sagayama, because all the other members of the Elite Four were just having an easy go of it. And then Sagayama.
I think the reason for that is
I feel like
he's the most interesting out of the Elite Four.
And also, Satsuki keeps intervening in kind of like his fights.
Oh, she loves him.
I'm like, I don't know, it's like, do you have a thing for him? Like, he did sacrifice his eyes for his loyalty for you, and that's pretty badass. But also, she was wearing Ryuko's glove, which is also a little badass.
I can't wait for the next episode.
I want to see how this is gonna, you know.
Because the thing is, Ryuko has to win this time to get that glove
back. And they
back.
said that Senketsu did say that Ryuko's become more powerful.
Yeah.
So.
And also the show balances a lot, like action a lot with hilarity. Just how they were shooting money wads and Marco's catching all the money.
Wait, Marco, Fist on the North Star, Kenshiro. That scene, that was hilarious though.
Yeah, she was catching all the money, and also when he introduced the combat citizens. Thank you! Have a good day! Nice working with you again! Let's fight! They're bloodthirsty. And then the dude had like grills that said Zenny, and I'm like, is this a reference to Dragon Ball?
Yeah. The American football players with the football elements came defeated by that guidebook.
Or the meat tank. Yeah. How about that?
Holy shit.
Wait,
like Kobe, like you will be defeated by Kobe beef.
And then that Kobe beef gets burned.
And then everyone starts eating it off the floor on fire.
And even when they're supposed to stop, then stops doing anything.
Because I feel like the thing with Kill la Kill is it just stands out so much as an anime that, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, sometimes you're not, like, completely looking forward to it. Like, because sometimes, you know, just stuff is happening, it's just action or whatever.
I look forward to it every week.
Well, I know, but, like, I have other animes, like, there's something, like, there was a cliffhanger or something that I'm actually, like, I really want to see this next episode. And Kill la Kill's like, oh, it's more of the same good stuff. But the thing about Kill la Kill is for me is that it always stands out no matter what. Like, it always leaves an impression.
See, I think,
the other animes.
For me, though, like, what's the shame of it is that a lot of people who aren't as used to watching anime as the four of us are initially turned off by it, like, a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, definitely like for non-anime fans or just light-hearted anime fans. Yeah. They're like, why is there so much nudity? And we're all like, it's a metaphorical. It's so brilliant. It's a metaphorical.
It's making fun of all the nudity in other anime.
Yeah, it's so brilliant. But, you know, definitely I think people should give it a chance, but they need to be eased into it, because this isn't the anime for the faint of heart.
Pretty much.
But honestly, what I meant was it's not that I don't look forward to Kill la Kill, But a good transitioning point is because every week I'm looking forward to Nagi no Asukara. I'm just
There we
invested
go.
in that anime that's what I want to see. And then afterward, I watched Engage to the Unidentified just to emotional repair, and then I watched Kill la Kill.
See, my emotional prepare for, after Nagi is Silver Spoon, which also, the second
I'll watch
season's
that
out.
after. Yeah, but we'll get on to Silver Spoon 2 in a bit. But on Nagi, I know a lot of you haven't watched it, mainly Justin and Bryce haven't
Don't
watched
worry,
it.
I can just say that based on who I'm following, they've been loving the direction of the show the past couple of weeks. Just loving it. It's been pretty good, I hear.
You're welcome.
For you guys, we won't give any spoilers because you haven't watched it.
So if you were, you guys can come back now, you can take out your...
Yeah, you
fingers from your
listeners,
ears.
this is the point where you want to come back because we're not spoiling Nagi, but we are recommending it. What about you, Bryce?
I know you guys have recommended it a lot to me, and I trust your judgment.
I think you need to diversify, so I think you should check
You guys
it out.
you guys' recommendations are trustworthy, unlike another precious person we know. It's not here right now.
I don't know. Anyways, but I want to see Bryce in the first 5 minutes. Bryce, nothing's happened yet.
Men don't cry.
Madding, it's a depressing anime day. The full series. But yeah, it has a lot of feels. That's all I say. Every week it's just like feels and sadness. Well, it's not, I don't know.
It's not all just feels. The feels are there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like if it was just feels, it's like, why am I watching this? But it's just the character development.
The characters are very interesting. Like
visuals are great.
And like the themes that they hit on are really like...
And a lot of the things that I saw earlier on in the series that were said, like, in terms of character development, like some characters were, without spoiling, were reluctant to change.
Right.
I see that now that's coming back. That whole theme of change is coming back later. Like, I just like that there's that consistency that, that it's building on, so.
Right.
Cause they're, how anime characters make dumb decisions and stupid decisions, but actually these characters, at least most of them try to learn from their mistakes and you have to see true development, so. So, I think you guys should definitely watch it, even though, like, it has drama, it has, it's great character development, and it's even a love decahedron, or dodecahedron of just all these emotional,
dude,
all these people that like each other.
There has to be like some sort of chart out there somewhere explaining all of the different love
I actually
shapes.
saw one once.
Really?
It was really funny. Someone posted on like Crunchyroll or something, some account, and it all led to everyone likes each other, someone likes Sumugu, and Sumugu likes fish. Because he was not interested in anyone at that point.
At that point.
So, just because of that, I think it's just worth checking out.
Yeah, and hearing how you guys praise it and stuff, it sounds like Mario Okada, the writer of the series, sounds like she's doing another good job. She's done stuff like Zetsu no Tempest.
Oh, I love Zetsu no Tempest.
Hanasaki. She did some episodes of Hanasaku and Roha.
Oh, that was good. That was good anime.
She did Anohana as well.
That was another good one I loved.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of good stuff.
Since we're talking about writers and stuff, I actually think, not even just the writers, I think PA works, because I had watched Hanazaku Iroha from them, and I had watched Tari Tari from them. I think, like those animes were really good and well written, but I always felt what was missing from them, at least for me, was romance, because it felt like it was there were romance type slice of life.
Yeah.
And I feel like now they just came out and like, yeah, fuck you all who didn't believe in us here.
You wanted romance? Here you go. I'm gonna watch you cry.
And then I found out they did one of the first animes, which I did watch a long time ago, was True Tears. And that was really...
Oh, yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Tears.
Looking at tears.
Sustained me.
Your pain and feels sustained me.
Okay, so I'm gonna just move on to the next topic. The winter anime season so far. What have you guys thought? Starting with Nobunaga the Fool. Has anyone checked this anime out? What the season has really panned out to be is the Nobunaga season or the magical girl season.
Basically. And there's two Nobunaga series, and I have to talk about both of them at the same time. Because I think that's the only way I can explain why I like Nobunagan and not like Nobunaga the Fool as much. Mm-hmm. It's because Nobunaga the Fool and Nobunagan both do kind of they take Nobunaga and blend him with other historical figures in like this weird world. But Nobunaga knows that it's weird and funny and bizarre. Nobunaga the Fool kind of takes it too seriously, and that's kind of turning me off.
Nobunaga the Fool, when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, but then when I saw Max in Feudal Japan, and then I saw all these characters pop up out of nowhere, and then I saw that the West was on another planet or another star, and by the end of the episode, I'm like, what the fuck did I watch?
Exactly.
It's like so much.
Like,
you see all these different historical figures, and it's just like Leonardo da Vinci's is insane. The Knights of the Round Table are composed of great warriors from throughout history.
Right. And Magellan is there for no reason.
Yeah, like Magellan.
And Joan of Arc doesn't actually look like that at all. No. Or at least when she was there. She was a short brunette flat-chested, sorry. They basically portray her in the anime as like this busty, blonde,
Well, that's anime for you.
Yeah,
it is anime for you.
That's the appeal. Some have like likened her to a bustier Saber from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
So, and also, Joan Kaguya of ARC. Where's the Kaguya come from?
Why is there a Japanese name there? Where did that come from?
Kaguya. Like, as I recall, she wasn't Japanese.
I'm pretty sure she was fully French.
And then you have like Nobunaga,
who's the Savior King.
Yeah, the Savior King. Like, no, pretty sure they called him the Demon Lord.
But they also refer to him as the Fool. So why would I put my trust in?
The other thing is there's like there's a theme going on apparently about the cards, the tarot cards. Like every episode is gonna be titled like that, I guess.
Yes, because
it's just lumping together too many things.
So in episode 2, she was like lovers, and I was like, so wait, so he's lovers with his sister? Okay. That's what we were hinting at. That Nobunaga's engaged to his sister or some crap like that.
Because Japan!
Dang, that's a lot of stuff you brought. You didn't bring up the mechs.
Yeah,
listen.
and there was mechs, and then there was, I don't know what else. Just
the mech combat was pretty dull too.
It's too many things that they're trying to get you excited and serious about.
They just showed so many historical characters. I was just like, how are they going to balance all this? They showed a round table of historical characters. Julius Caesar. Brutus. Oh, and they showed Brutus.
You really pick up on this. It's like, no, he's totally getting stabbed in the back.
Hey, guys, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Julius Caesar leaves Brutus in charge of his estate as he's gone.
We all knows how this is going to go.
And then they showed King Arthur. I think they showed Lancelot, did they? No, but they showed King Arthur. They showed some other people. It was just a lot.
I don't know their names yet.
Like, how are they going to balance this all? And then, I don't know.
See, but the thing is, Nobunaga does the same thing, but you're not meant to take it seriously.
Also, Nobunaga, like, the characters have a purpose. Like, the historical figures are only there as weapons, and they've only shown a few.
The main characters are like the reincarnations, and like the actual soul of their character becomes like a weapon, a formation of the weapon. Yeah. So I like that turn for the series more than Nobunaga the Fool, because as you said, it's like, okay, it's supposed to be over the top and ridiculous for Nobunaga. You're expecting it to be over the top.
I might give Nobunaga the Fool a third episode just because episode 2 was okay, but I don't know if I might get past the
See, I can't even bring myself to watch a second episode.
Yeah, well,
I know I was supposed to for the podcast, but
it's okay. It's alright. Listen.
It wasn't
no ill will. It was okay. No, but really, the only reason I was watching the show because I liked some of the character designs at that point. And Joan of Arc, that was it. Because I don't know, once someone likened her to Saber, I was like, oh, this could be cool. Maybe she, develop some action abilities and stuff, or not. Or maybe she'll just be a damsel in distress doing nothing, which she's kind of been doing now.
Yeah, because when Leonardo da Vinci found her, she didn't seem like a warrior at all.
Yeah, and Joan of Arc's supposed to be a badass.
Did you watch Nobunaga the Fool, Justin?
Not yet.
Have you watched Nobunaga?
I have, and that's been pretty good.
See, when I watched that, the only thing I questioned in the beginning was is this gonna be low quality? I'm like, this is alright, blah, blah, blah. The only thing that kept me watching was at the ending with the badass Nobunaga appears. He's laughing maniacally. They play the badass, rock music. And I'm like, okay.
Shooting with the gun.
Yeah, and I'm like, now I have to watch episode 2. Episode 2 comes out.
Episode 2 was good.
Oh my god. No. I watched episode 2. I'm saying, at the end of episode 1, now I have to watch episode 2.
Episode 3 comes out tomorrow.
I know, I'm looking forward to it.
And I watched episode 2, I'm like, alright, this is really good. And the 3 dodge, the 3
yes. Yep. Oh my goodness.
And then I'm like, alright. The only thing is I don't know where it's going at this point. Because
I think it's gonna focus more on, these actual characters, not based on historical characters.
Because the villains are kind of lazy in a way, the alien thing.
I have a feeling the alien's just gonna keep getting stronger.
Yeah.
And
I think we'll see, intelligent aliens later on.
Yeah, because, you know how in, you've all seen The Gray Man, right?
Yeah.
You know how, the Akuma, there's different levels of Akuma, and they get more intelligent? I think he's gonna take that turn.
And, they do kind of hint at that, where you have the evolving aliens.
Yeah.
Soon, the aliens will evolve to a point where they can have thoughts.
I bet you there's gonna be a humanoid one.
We'll definitely, I don't know, maybe I'll, give that at least another episode. I'll definitely keep watching that, see how that goes.
Jack the Ripper was cool to me too.
Oh yeah, Jack the Ripper was awesome.
He was cool. But I wanted...
We do not endorse Jack the Ripper, by the way.
And then,
are you afraid Jack the Ripper's still out there looking for you?
They never caught him, man. They never caught him. He could have started a cult.
But they never caught a lot of serial killers.
Yeah.
But back to the point, so we'll probably keep watching that. I just don't know why anime industries keep rehashing Nobunaga.
It's fun. It's fun for him, I guess. Who knows?
I don't know, because it also reminds me, I saw on your on hold list the Nobunaga anime with the one where he's a chick.
Yeah, the chick, yeah.
Wait, was that with the little girl Nobunaga one?
No,
or
the one where he's just a blonde chick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not the little girl one.
I don't know.
Wait, was that Sengoku collection?
I think so. I don't know.
Might have been.
Moving on from the Nobunaga side of this winter season,
Yeah.
let's talk about the magical side. We've got 3 magical animes this season, which are basically Witchcraft Works, Magical Warfare, and Wizard Barristers. What do you guys think?
They're all good.
They really are.
They're
So
all
far.
One is good. One I haven't watched. One I'm pretty much giving up on.
Magical
Wait.
Warfare, that's the iffy one.
That's the iffy one
That's the
for me.
basic one.
I honestly thought it got a little better with episode 2. Like, I know it's tropey. I just
It's
thought
very tropey.
I just thought there was an explanation there that I'm like, okay, that made sense for episode 1. Like the whole gift thing, like how that came about. I'm like, okay. That
I
explains
mean,
things a little better.
they're making the rules for how the universe works.
Yeah.
And that's fine by me. But like, when it gets very cliche, I'm kind of hesitant. Cause, he's this main character who he used a bamboo sword for the first episode and kicked ass.
And do you know?
And now he got like a legendary weapon from someone long ago.
Do you know
it just
who
happens to work.
probably is who's probably was the previous owner, right?
His mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what everyone in the comments like. It's
Exactly.
His mom, and his brother and his dad is probably another evil villain. He was probably the original.
No, I
wizard.
think they showed the original
And
the original guy, didn't they?
They were probably like, that's probably his dad, and then I don't know.
I mean,
And then the brother's gonna be evil.
and that's the problem.
Evil Requiem. Oh.
That's the problem. It's like, if I can already predict where this is going,
It's only there. It's only hanging on by the whole 3 episode rule limit for me. And then I was like, if it gets a little better, episode 2 maybe, and then episode 3.
I
and
just don't see any.
I saw the scene try. It
really
didn't look like
don't.
episode 3 was going to be any better.
Yeah, I saw a preview. It did not look good. It did not.
Okay.
I'll give it the 3rd episode, but
The other thing that didn't help and actually brought it down even more for me was, Justin retweeted it this week, was that the author himself thought making it into anime was not a good idea. There was an article on this.
Although
He was like, it's like someone jabbed me with a bamboo sword.
Yeah. He wrote that. Although he also made a fan. I don't think he said he was a fan of mixed media, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he also said
So
that.
it might be just
But he
that
was
he doesn't like anime.
But he was like, there's also a lot better at like adaptation, like other novels and stuff. Like, why didn't you just do those?
Slightly
Okay,
concerning.
for an author to say that about his work, I'm definitely very wary
He's
about
sitting
it.
home like, but it's so tropey and like, there's nothing that happens.
Like, guys, this is like my shit work. Like, come watch it.
No, but yeah, you would think just in general that, oh my god, like, I get to see my series as an anime. That's gotta be the greatest thing ever. And he's like, nah.
So,
Nah.
So, yeah, I'm thinking like, I don't know, that kind of actually also turns me off to keep watching, but who knows? But I know that Witchcraft Works was really
Yes,
good.
it's
I enjoyed
good.
Witchcraft
How
Works.
about all the lesbian love in Witchcraft Works? you guys caught on to that, right? Like,
Everyone points that out. How about all that? You guys got up to that. You saw it?
Looking forward to it.
No, I'm just being absolutely serious. Like, she walks in, first of all,
That's how you do a lesbian anime.
the female to guy ratio in that school is completely one-sided.
Oh, yeah.
Which most guys would love.
Well, the guy is basically like the girl in that anime. It's like a reverse shoujo to me. It's
Yeah,
like,
this though, like the thing I like about it's breaking the tropes with this one. There was one scene I really enjoyed in the latest episode where, because in a lot of anime you have like the villains coming in and transferring to your school and it becomes a problem for you. Nope, kind of solves it in the first half of the episode.
Like
she captures all 4 of them and starts torturing them.
instantly.
It's like, what?
She's
a badass.
so overpowered. It's like insane.
And it's like, usually in another anime, they wouldn't deal with this until like episode 8. She finished it off like episode 2.
what I enjoy about it is like the villains keep like downplaying the situation in every episode, even after every time they get their asses kicked, they just keep downplaying. It's like,
We'll get you next time. I don't think so.
They've become like Team Rocket in 2 episodes. It's like, we'll get you next time. No, you won't.
No, you won't. Like the most competent one ran away.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of becoming background characters, and now the story's actually going to pick up now, I think, with like more of what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying for them to finally talk about what's up with this particular main character. Why is he so important? They've yet to explain it.
It's his white stuff.
It's white stuff.
Oh god. When I first heard that, like when they
like,
said
wait.
like, oh, it's the white stuff inside of your body, I'm like, oh my god, phrasing. And then they actually acknowledged it, I was like, thank god. It was supposed to sound like that. But that was pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to that. And also Wizard Barristers, which the animation is done by the same guy that did Kite and Mezzoforte.
And the recent Galile Dona.
Oh really? He did Galileo?
Well, yeah, he did.
It didn't look at all like
Yeah, no,
his
they look the
animation
same, right?
at all.
They look the same.
He also did Kite Liberator, but anyways. Yeah, what'd you guys think of Wizard Barristers?
I liked it. It has a lot of potential, I think.
Concept. I like the concept for it.
Yeah, it has a lot. It can go a bunch of different ways and do it well.
Because I think among all of the magic shows out now, it's the most different, you know, because it's dealing with a world we haven't actually had to deal with, like where humans and wizards have to coexist.
Like they acknowledge each
and
other.
now they have to fix it in the society.
Yeah, because society, I mean, they just, like, I remember that wizard that they caught, trialed him. They didn't even, like, say, okay, you get to, like, just stay in prison and stuff like that. Die.
Then again, he did cause, like, the mass death of a bunch of people.
That is true.
Yeah.
It focuses a lot on the prejudice against wizards, and they're all barred from society.
Yeah, you know, I like how it's a stimulating anime, like, for the visuals and the action scenes, but also, like, the thought processes between the characters, because they're lawyers for the most
makes
part.
you think.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know.
The only worry is that I thought that it jumped a lot of scenes for my taste. I thought it just went from one scene to another scene. But otherwise, I think it's, I still like it. I think it can
did get a feeling in the first episode, which was only when they had till out, right, that they're rushing it a little bit. Like, it was getting a little rushed because they're bringing, like, a new, a gang in already.
Yeah, the pacing was really quick.
Yeah, it felt really quick.
But hey, maybe they were trying to build up on everything in the first episode.
Yeah, so hopefully.
Because I thought it was going to be like, okay, maybe she's just going to do a bunch of cases, and then the cases are going to, like, have a pattern that leads towards, like, something that's going on. Yeah. But no, it seems like they're just going to be jump right into it.
Sometimes with the first episode, you have to make an impression on your audience, like, right away. So maybe they felt they had to do that.
Well, I know some people that they actually liked it because she was a Canadian. Like,
come on!
They liked it.
I know a lot of people liked it because she was Canadian.
I like her familiar. He's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the frog.
Boom.
Awesome. But yeah, so that's definitely the magical animes for this season. And then the other honorable mention that I have here is Engage the Unidentified, which the only reason I watched it was because I really needed something lighthearted to get me to repair myself from nagging after, like, quick, some other anime. Silver Spoon comes out in an hour. God damn it. Oh, Engage the Unidentified. That looks lighthearted. Click.
And really, I only started watching it because you told me to watch it.
Because I had watched it that day, and I was like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the thing is, that was one of the ones that I wasn't just gonna touch. I was gonna go, it doesn't really sound interesting, I'm not gonna even check it out. But you told me to. And, you know, I trust your judgment most of the time. In terms of anime, I trust your judgment.
Whatever, man. I'm not a manga expert. But yeah, so I thought it was pretty good. Like, I wasn't expecting a lot from it. I just expected it to not be the...
I was personally hoping it would be a sleeper. Like, I thought it had some... I thought it'd be decent. I thought it would be pretty good. But that'd be like one of those animes that nobody talks about, but maybe like at the end people say, oh, it's actually pretty good. So, this could be it.
I can see that happening. But...
it depends where it goes.
I don't know. Personally, episode 2 was kind of very slow for me.
It was a little slow, like nothing really happened, but I thought it was funny, but I wasn't really expecting much out of it. But I think it's gonna start picking up with episode 3, like, cause the episode title of the next episode, like, love comedy, whatever, so I think that's where that actually begins. Cause I think even though they use it for comedic purposes, I think they really need to show more of the other guy, the actual main love interest.
He wasn't really in the episode.
Yeah, he was barely there, so I think that needs to pick up, if not, you can't keep him a gag. He's not even in the opening.
I know.
So
he's in the very end of the opening.
Yeah.
No billing.
So that's pretty much that. I can only recommend it because it's lighthearted, it's funny, and if you need emotional repair, go to it. And actually, because I mentioned it really quick, Silver Spoon 2, that's also been really good so far this season.
As always, as expected.
If you haven't watched Silver Spoon, watch Silver Spoon.
Bryce.
It's really good. Like, I never thought I would enjoy a slice of life farming anime. So that's why I think if they ever make a construction worker anime, it could work out.
It could work out if
somehow.
Based on Makoto Shinkai's construction ad commercials, I could work out the beauty of life through construction. I think I have a commercial.
And then someone dies when, like, something collapses.
And then the drama that ensues.
The love that could not be. Makoto Shinkai.
To construct or to deconstruct. Okay. Alright, whatever. So I think that could work out, but definitely check out Silver Spoon. I love the pacing in that show, and just the richness of the characters. It's the same author for Full Metal Alchemist. So, you know, but it's slice of life, it's more toned down. There's no one that lost their arm in this serious plot.
Or leg.
It's
basically the author talking about her experiences, basically.
Yeah. It's semi-autobio. Mm-hmm.
So far,
it's interesting.
That's been consistent and good. And then the only one other here that I have to mention is Nisekoi.
I'm loving Nisekoi.
I know Justin and Dolphin read the manga.
Yeah, I've been reading the manga. Mm-hmm. Basically, the start of it it was, well, for the manga, it's pretty good. It's been a little bit of a low for me lately.
The anime or the manga?
The manga. That's for the anime, because we're talking about that. I was pretty impressed with it, because for starters, it was Shaft, and as it turned out, when I was impressed with the visuals and stuff, all the Shaft and stuff like that, I was reminded, I haven't watched a lot of Shaft shows. Like, I only watched maybe 2.
Madoka.
So, that was one.
And I really like, they're changing it visually to add to the story. It's not just because, let's make it look prettier, but there's actually an effect that's happening. Yeah. And, like, the story itself, like, I've been very familiar with. And usually when I find an anime that comes from a manga I read, usually that turns me off. That's not the case with this one. Something's still drawing me in.
Like, it has a good concept. I think that's the big thing with it. It has an interesting concept. Like, you never see, like, 2 Yakuza heirs having to date each other before to avoid war.
But
I don't know.
The thing is, it's still like the usual typical.
No, it is. Yeah. But I'm saying the original, that concept itself is like, if you tell someone, pitch that to someone, like, sounds interesting.
It plays enough with, like, the cliches that it's interesting.
Have you watched it, Bryce? Have you checked it out?
No, you guys talked to me about it, and I was gonna catch it last night. I was about to watch it, and then I fell into a food coma.
Yeah.
Pancakes at night.
But, I mean...
Good in theory, bad for saying...
I honestly don't even know, because I've lost all faith in harem slice of life things ever since Kimi no Irumachi. Like, I just don't want this to not end up going anywhere.
Oh god.
Okay, I can't guarantee that it's not gonna do that, but it's a fun ride. Well, definitely give it 2 episodes.
Well, you would think because
I gave it 2 episodes.
Well, you would think because it's a weekly Shonen Jump title that it would stay kind of safe a little bit, right? You would think that.
Well, wait, are we talking about which one?
No, because you were talking about how Nisekoi might turn into Kimi no Irumachi.
I don't think it'll go that far. It's just that what Anthony's worried about is that it's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, because
and right now they're kind of
not really going.
They're not really going anywhere, so it's kind of slowing down as a manga.
Yeah.
But in the anime, at least, the first 2 episodes really set it up well.
The first 2 episodes were good, but I just feel like, I don't want this to be like accumulation of girls and then just flirting and then no one confesses and it doesn't go anywhere and it's just same frustration.
That's exactly where it's going.
Exactly.
It's a fun ride.
Yeah, it's a fun ride.
I'm just not going to expect too much out of it. Yeah. But, so that about wraps it up for what we're watching. What do you guys think of the winter anime season in general? Winter anime seasons?
Average. Or, actually, for the par, actually.
It's when they threw their junk out. People are busy.
Bryce, with the business answer. As we're busy.
Like, all of the animators and, like, artists are just hibernating.
It's like, yo, let's try this out and see where it goes.
Plan for spring,
basically. Let the B team take care of it.
Because honestly,
the C team.
Because honestly, what I've noticed, if none of the fall anime leftovers were here, if none of them were, and if Silver Spoon 2 wasn't here, nothing would stand out this season. Nothing. Not even Nisekoi. Because I don't think they're like Attack on Titan or anything else level. They're just
nothing that's gonna be like a gigantic hit.
They're just animes you watch every week, and you're like, oh yeah, that was good. Okay, cool. Next. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it stands out that much.
Basically, you won't hate it as you watch it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
It's not Garza's Wing.
I mean, and the other thing too is that we're at the begining of the winter. We haven't dropped anything yet. True. Not really.
I have.
Oh, what'd you drop?
Oh, the blogger speaks.
So, I mean, to drop it, you have to pick it up. What did you watch that drop?
I watched it.
Oh, so you're actually
you're dropping it.
Yeah, I'm done.
You guys had your own conversation. I was busy dropping.
Wait, 3-episode rule? What is that? No. Get the shit out of here.
He was like, oh, hell no.
But when he found the tweet from the author, I don't think it'd be good as a...
There is another show there's one show I have dropped, but we'll get into, I guess, a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I think we've been talking for a while now here, so I think we're gonna take a quick break right here, and then we'll be back with more.
What the Fuck Japan presents. You've seen him as a hero. You've seen him as a villain. You've even seen him as a lully. But now, see Nobunaga as you've never seen him before. A black guy. One man stands before adversity as he tries to unify his community.
Who the fuck ate my Chinese food?
He faced many trials along the way.
No, seriously, this needs to be solved right now. Who the fuck ate my Chinese food?
He handled his gang wars with diplomacy and integrity.
Brace yourself, fools!
He was revered by all his followers.
Yeah, Kuronaga!
No, it's Nobunaga!
Yeah, you got it, Kuronaga!
It's Nobunaga! Damn it!
This man always showed compassion for his dying foes.
Nobunaga, you suck.
Shut the fuck up.
KyoAni, coming to your local streaming sites near you.
And we're back from that quick commercial break. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we're going to talk about our closing topic that I have for tonight, which is overhyped animes. Transitioning from the winter season, there's not really a lot of overhyped or hyped, highly anticipated animes. So that's why, Dandy. Yeah, except Space Dandy.
And we'll talk about
that in a second. That, really stand out this season. And I feel like, good or bad or, a lot of people hate hype, but hyped animes are actually, I think, what keeps the industry strong. So, how are those, overhyped animes doing nowadays? Did the hype die down? Like for example, Attack on Titan, Sword Art. Do we need more of those?
Oh, the hype has not died down in either of those shows.
Especially not for
the overall hype, hasn't died down. Especially now that there's gonna be a new season of Sword Art Online. But my feelings on that second half.
I think
we don't talk about the second half.
I feel like the overhyped animes are necessary. You need them.
The thing is, what the hype does is it builds anticipation. And I think the reason why there are a lot of animes like this that fail is because the hype doesn't live up. It doesn't live up to the hype. It generates too much anticipation and you get disappointed.
But I think also the thing with these hyped animes is that they're very usually streamlined and accessible. They're very they can easily catch on as gateway animes to the new non-anime fans.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give someone Attack on Titan as a gateway anime.
But what's good about that is you go to watch Attack on Titan because you hear all your friends talking about it. You may not like it, but then you look at it on the anime list when you're on a page for it, you're like, this.
But actually, I've heard from a lot of non-anime fans that a lot of animes, they've gotten into Attack on Titan.
Yeah, and then they got into manga too. Yeah.
Because it's just the concept. Like, what is this? And then they just watch it because it's nothing weird like giant boobs and half-naked little girls bouncing out at you. Well, if it's part of the story, no,
I meant the Titans.
I know what you mean, but it's action and what's going on? And this is so messed up and I don't know, it's something that like off the wall that people haven't even heard of.
And the
I guess
too. The art is kind of.
The art is different.
That's the thing. It's
not
different.
for the anime, for the manga.
Yeah,
for the manga.
Yeah, for the manga.
It's actually gotten better.
No, it has gotten better.
But there's been things about the author not being able to draw certain characters that are causing some discrepancies.
That was my bad. We were talking about the anime. I apologize.
Yeah. So animes like that. I wouldn't recommend Sword Art, but
right.
But those are easily accessible.
I'd recommend season 1.
Well,
I'd recommend season 1 hard, but season. Hey! I choose my words wisely.
I just recommend the first episode.
Oh, really?
Oh!
You know what, guys? I recommend Log Horizon.
Now, I think if we're gonna talk about the hype, what did you guys feel about the Space Dandy hype?
See, the thing is,
because people were thinking it was gonna be. Sorry for cutting you off, but people were thinking it was gonna be the next Bebop.
That was their fault.
I wasn't thinking that.
I wasn't thinking that. Okay,
I wasn't thinking that, but I think that's what it was. Actually,
I think most regular people who watch anime who saw the Space Dandy trailer for it were pretty sure it wasn't gonna be the next Bebop.
Yeah, I mean it's from the same people, for the most part. This is from the same creator, right? Director?
Yeah, Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah. And, I mean, he was Bebop and
Samurai Champloo and Kids on the Slope.
And Kids on the Slope. Those were 3 of my favorite animes of all time. But, Space Dandy, I can just appreciate. I know what he wants to do with it, but it turns off a lot of people and I can see why.
I watched a bit of it, and one thing that I really liked about it was just a few minutes I watched was that it broke the fourth wall. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
The comedy's okay but I don't know. Because they're hyping it as it releases first in the US.
Yeah, that is the thing. Because there are not a lot of, this is the second, it's technically the second anime that's come from Japan into the US, but this will be on a major network.
Right.
That's the big thing. That usually never happens.
Because you would rather
get it before Japan, basically.
The anime that you would rather have to come into the States that's going to be on a major network would be something like Kids on the Slope or Bebop or, I don't know, something that's more accessible to non-anime fans. I'm only saying this because the New York Times recently reviewed Space Dandy, and even though they said some good stuff, one of the things that alienated, at least the reviewer or some of the people here in the States is that they feel like there was just too much boobs, and I felt like,
they focused on it.
No, but they knew they were trying to satire, but the reviewer himself said that got lost in translation with just the amount of fan service, and And
I mean, that kind of goes back to what we mentioned about Kill La Kill earlier. The fan service detracts from what it's trying to say, and that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. In Kill La Kill, they're trying to empower females, but but, you know, and they're trying to joke about, oh yeah, in anime we usually have them naked, so here, funny joke, but no, it still serves a little fan service.
It's basically something like, a show called Wanna Be the World's Strongest, which was, it's basically comparing it to that High School DxD, basically comparing it to that. That's how I see
Was
it.
that ever picked up again?
Nope, I don't think so.
And some people think, or, you know, criticizing, or I've heard recently, like, criticizing, Space Dandy, you know, in the time slot it's airing, that it's super sexist, or whatever. Even though Family Guy used to air in that slot.
I have somebody that
I saw, you retweeted something like that. That's where I saw it.
That's where I was like,
yeah.
Well, I just want, just back on hype a little bit. I'm just a little bit worried about it a bit, cause now when we have all these hype animes, or whenever a hype anime comes out, we now have these expectations, oh my god, it's gonna be so good. But then, look at all these other anime that came out and they haven't actually lived up to the hype.
Right.
It gets a little bit worrisome because now people are gonna think it's gonna be negative and then it's not gonna be any good.
And I mean, I agree with that because that's how I feel now too. It's like, wow, they're hyping this up. This is gonna be something really awesome. But this thing didn't do so well and they hyped that up too. It's like,
I feel like it's a trend now. Like maybe it was more of a trend in the past, but now like the past couple years, it feels like with like Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Kill la Kill, now and Space Dandy. It feels like, oh man, it's all this.
The thing with the hype though is like, you know, looking at it from an objective point of view, it's not like people are trying, like there's a group called the hype people and they're just trying to come up and hype something just to ruin it for you.
They told us not to reveal this.
It's like hype starts off because you see a trailer and you're like, yo, this looks really good. When I saw the Attack on Titan trailer, I'm like, this looks amazing.
But that's how they get you. Hype isn't generated by some entity who's creating it. See, now they don't know. But it's generated from like initial interest, and then they show you a little bit more and a little bit more, just enough to get you excited until you're at a point where you watch it no matter what.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah.
No, because then you're at a point like, I can't drop this. Everyone's watching this.
Yeah. Or you're like, oh man, why can't I get into this? I'll forget about it. Everybody's still talking about it, and you're like, man, stop getting into that. I don't want to get into it too, or something like this.
And I know that's happened to me before, where I've watched absolutely like horrible things because my friends were watching it.
No conforming. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
But sometimes
now I don't do that.
There's that curiosity. Like, okay, fine. Is it that good?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like why is he watching it? Is there something good in here?
Like, there was a show, in the summer, called, The Eccentric Family, or Ichiten Kazoku. Like, most people that I follow were watching it, but I watched 3 episodes of it, and I thought it was, like, the slowest.
I agree.
I never heard of it.
Like, I just couldn't get into it. I still have it on hold, cause I want to try again, but, like, when I'm not watching with everybody else, but.
I saw it on hold list.
Like, it's just, like, but it's just like, yeah, it's like, you feel like you're left out. You feel like, oh man, I want to join.
Well, it's like all these fandoms that people are into. It's like you don't get it, and they just exist. But, I don't know. Hyped animes, they're always gonna continue. And I don't know, if they do, it's not such a bad thing. It's
as long as
as long as you get in before the hype train starts, and then you can be a
not even
about
it.
I just hope that helps the industry. Like, they make money, they make better anime.
Right.
Yeah. And, it creates, animes that you can actually recommend it to people that aren't, like, so niche.
Yeah.
A lot of these hyped animes is because a bigger audience can grab onto it and actually enjoy it. But I think that's all we got for this episode, so I think we're gonna have to wrap up here, guys. It's been a great episode. Glad you guys were able to join me, especially you, Justin. I hope you can come on any other episode. Well, not probably in the next week or two. Maybe like 2 months. We need some time to relax from you. Nah, I'm kidding.
Black too, by the way.
White thing.
But definitely it was great having you. Loved having your opinions. And definitely keep blogging, and I'll check out your reviews. Mention us if you can. And that's about all we got. I'm Anthony.
I'm Delphin.
I'm Bryce.
And this has been our guest, Justin.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you guys.
He's also black, Justin. That is.
Do we really have to just get racial with this?
Yes, it's necessarily.
So
Thank you for watching.
So who's Black Falcon? Go. Rock, paper, scissors.
All right, let's go. No.
And we're out.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Otaku Hour. For more nerdy goodness, head on over to wearegeekingout.com and keep up to date by following us at Geeking Out Crew on Twitter and liking the We Are Geeking Out Facebook page. We'll see you guys next time.